Majority of you have eaten in a restaurant where a host seats you. Majority of you probably don't even think about the host after they're done seeing you. I mean, why would you? They're just a host. Their job is probably so easy, right? But what if I told you hosts are extremely essential in how a business restaurant runs? In the article, Why Your Restaurant Needs a First-Rate Host, John Foley, writer for All Business, mentions that the host is one of the most vital positions in any restaurant. I full-heartedly agree with this statement, especially since I hold the credibility of being one of the best hosts in all of DeLand at the restaurant table DeLand. With all jokes aside, today I'm going to inform and teach you about the importance of a host job and how to essentially host. To do this, I'll talk about 3 things: the importance of hosting, why restaurants should always have a host, and how to host. First, I'd like to start off by giving a little background of what a host is, and for those of you who may not know. A host is someone that you see when you come into a restaurant and they see you. Restaurants should always have a host because of the host's ability to do everything. According to the website GearFi, CMRA, CareersWell, and the sub-article Job Roles, a restaurant host's job is to look after people, meet and greet them, take their orders, organize tables, reservations, and generally keep things running smoothly. This information given is 100% valid. Hosts keep things going great in restaurants. Hosts seat people in specific sections for servers, so each server is getting an equal amount of tables and there's no cat fights between the servers. Hosts put bus tables when servers can't. They run food if they have free time. They answer the phone, take orders. Hosts do everything while also being nothing. Hosts are the first people when you see walking into a restaurant. This is important because you, as a host or host, set the tone, being the first person that someone interacts with. Not only do hosts do everything, but they're also the first person interacted with, meaning if you have a bad interaction with the host, you may either consciously or subconsciously take that out on your server, seeing as your first interaction with an employee of the restaurant has left a bad taste in your mouth. So naturally, you're expecting all employees and the restaurant itself to leave a bad taste in your mouth. Therefore, a host is vital not because they do so many things and can act like an octopus with 8 limbs, but because the interaction between a host and a diner can affect the whole dining experience. And you could be left with a server who barely got a 10% tip and a customer who's leaving a bad Yelp review on the restaurant's page. Now that we know why a host is of such importance in the background of hosting, it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. How to host. According to Holly Smith, my manager at the Table DeLand, hosts are very important, and a host should always smile when a customer walks in. They should always see everyone equally, meaning the servers. No server gets skipped because then that would be unfair. Hosts should just always greet every customer with empathy and warmth and just be kind. And whenever is needed, you are needed. And that is what my manager Holly said a host's job is to do, is just to be needed at the restaurant. That's all. So now that I've shared the importance of hosting and why restaurants should always have a host, and how to host, and why hosting is a fun job, but it coming with a lot of baggage and all of that, you must remember that some hosts don't always have it easy. And now that you've been informed and taught how to host and you are full with this information, next time you go into a restaurant and you see a host, be kind, cordial, respectful, because most of the time the host is doing 20 other things and at once and doesn't have time to deal with rude, angry people. So always remember to treat your host with respect, kindness, and love.